Hi, welcome to Tower Grove Park. My name is Steve Hogan-Miller. I'm the horticulture supervisor here at Tower Grove Park, and these are our beehives that we have here at the park. We take care of the beehives. It's been about 6 years now that we've had the bees. We do collect the honey. We give the honey to donors and put them into gift baskets for people. The bees themselves really take care of a lot of the work. We do some spring and summer work for them, preparing them for the honey draw. And then in the summertime, we harvest the honey, spin it, and then collect it, which we have some other video of that we'll show you. And then in the fall, we prepare the bees for winter. We put a sugar board on them, which then gives them some food source to make it through our really, really harsh winters. And every 2 weeks, we check the hives just to make sure the queen is laying eggs and the hive itself is doing a really good job. This is one of our hives. This hive isn't active. These bees swarmed a few months ago, but we want to give you an idea of what goes on with the beehives. So each one of these beehives has some different parts that we collect the honey in. These are called supers. This is a small frame that the bees will just put their honey into. No pollen, and the queen does not lay any eggs in these. The reason for that is because when we pull the frame off, there is what is called a queen excluder, which basically doesn't allow the queen to climb through here and lay her eggs inside of that in that hive. These larger ones are basically where the queen and the workers and the drones all live and take care of the broods, the larvae, the pollen, and the nectar. So the bees themselves will harvest the pollen and the nectar, bring it to the hive, and then in these smaller hives, or the supers, they will then store that honey. After the honey gets stored in here, somewhere around June, July, we will then take the boxes and proceed to bring them into a building. We decap them, which basically means we take the waxy layer off the top, put them into a centrifuge, and then spin the centrifuge and spin all the honey out of them. The only honey that we can have is the honey that they produce into these supers. We never take the honey that they put into these parts of the hive. This is just for the bees themselves, for the queen and the larvae and the drones. We don't want to take the honey that they need to make it through the wintertime. After we've harvested everything, we put the supers back on top. The bees, in their marvelous ability, will clean all the super cells out, and then we'll take this, put it into the fridge or the freezer, kill any larvae or any mites that might be on there, store it for the winter, and then when spring comes next year, we'll put them right back on top just like this and allow the bees to store the honey in there for us to collect. If you yourself would like to do some beekeeping, some simple tools that you will need will obviously be the hive, a nuke, which is basically a small amount of bees, honey, larvae, and a queen, a hive tool, hive brush to get the bees off, and a smoker. The suit itself, you could do a top suit, only a hat, gloves, pants if you need them. Otherwise, there's not a lot of material that go into it. A couple $100 could get you started on collecting bees. The honey itself is harvested in the summer. You get about 12 pounds of honey per gallon. So we harvest about 5 gallons every year, which is about 30 pounds per super. So about 60 pounds total. After we've centrifuged it, filtered it, we then jar it, and it lasts for quite a long time. Thanks for visiting our beehives here at Tower Grove Park. If you have any questions or you want to start beekeeping yourself, I recommend going to Jane Sumi's website, www.isabees.com, for all the information that you'll need to start a hive, to create a hive, and to obviously get honey if you'd like it. So if you're out there enjoying yourself, be careful with the bees and have a great summer and a good winter.